Good afternoon, wrestling fans. This is Bobby Dahl, and I'm here with you today on the best video show that I think anybody has ever had. And I am so honored here today. Man, I am sitting next to a legend right here, the legendary Don Fargo. I am so honored to have you here with me today.
I appreciate you saying that because not too many people say that years ago about me.
You know what? I'm actually nervous right here talking to you. I mean, Don, let's see, it's been like, what, 20 years?
Yeah.
I think we've gone back 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years.
There's a lot of stories in there.
Yeah. I remember when you first started out, we had a little workout together, and you were kind of sloppy and clumsy like all the rest of the beginners. But you're doing fine now, I think. You're doing a pretty good job.
Well, you know what I remember, man, one time I got hit in the head with a chair, and I got busted wide open. I was bleeding everywhere, and I was laid open, and I'm back in the back, and old Don walks up to me, and Don just looks, and I'm wanting somebody to say, man, that looks bad. And old Don walks up and goes, you finally look like a wrestler, kid. And then just walks off from me, and I was like, man, come on. But, let's see, what is it? You know what, that had like, what, 22 stitches?
Yes, it did. Yeah, I remember that. I've had a lot of stitches myself.
Yes, you have.
Especially, I had quite a few from you.
But you still look good, though.
Well, thank you. Yeah, for my age, I'll be 84.
84, really?
Yeah.
Well, you know what, you don't look it.
Well, thank you. And a lot of people tell me that. I started back in, what was it, about 1950.
1950.
Yeah. But I did a lot of wrestling when I came out of the Marine Corps in *47, amateur wrestling and stuff like that. And, I like to get to something here, everybody, that's always been the question in wrestling, can a boxer beat a wrestler, I'm not much of a boxing fan, but I've always thought of that thing that could it be done, As a matter of fact, one time I tried it. A fellow by the name of Nature Boy Buddy Rogers. He got a fighter by the name of Joe Louis, the Brown Bomber, when he was towards his end of his career to do a lot of refereeing, and then they come up with the idea, can a boxer beat a wrestler? And of course, I jumped right on it, and we had a match doing that. Of course, I got counted out, disqualified, and everything like that. But never nothing was proven.
Right. Wait, that's why you're here today.
That's right.
Because, I don't think anybody, let's see here, I honestly don't think that anybody like on the coast has ever done anything like this.
It's never been done before.
And enough at Planet Wrestling, guys, we're going to have a boxer versus a wrestler. And, I'm going to tell you this. I am really kind of biased because basically, this is the deal, okay? What you got your guy over here, which is your student, correct?
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Kind of interrupt a minute. The thing I want to do is I just want to see if we can get this point once and finally done. I'm biased too. I'm a wrestler. I'm not a boxer.
Absolutely.
But I like him, and he's in good shape, and I think he could go with a wrestler, but
he's going up against Wade Garrett.
He's going up, yeah.
Wade Garrett is the master of probably the most absolutely devastating move in this business.
Well, that's what I tried
That's
to
the heart
tell
punch.
him. Yeah, that's what I told him.
You don't know what you're up against.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what, man, I'm going to tell you, man. Wade Garrett has actually taken out two of the biggest men here. Period. Which is Iron Claw, which is another reason why you're here, because you're good friends with Iron Gut. But I'm going to tell you, I absolutely hate this because, I'm going to see your guy over here get beat, period, okay? That's a given, okay?
Yeah.
So, Don, even though, man, we go way back, you challenged my guy.
Well, let me put it to you like this. Nobody knows this man like I do.
Right.
Everybody he's fought, he's either knocked him out or hurt him or something. He's no pushover, I'll guarantee you that.
Yeah, but everybody knows, what boxing's rigged.
Well, he's going to be,
right.
He's
boxing's rigged. Everybody knows who's,
Well, the thing
they use pads.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you something. He's got the nice gloves.
Does he?
He's got the nice tiny gloves. What are they, Chris?
Them 8 ounces.
8-ounce gloves.
8-ounce gloves?
Yeah, and but that's something I'm trying to tell him. You know, he's got in his head, hey man, I'm gonna go out there and do this, I'm gonna do that. I'm saying, now wait a minute now. I don't know if you're gonna do that or do this or not, because you got a pair of gloves on.
That's right.
You know, he wants to be a wrestler so bad, but I want him to prove himself also what he can do in the ring with boxing gloves, and can he do it against a wrestler?
Well, now you know what? It isn't just any wrestler.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I'm going to tell you this. You know, you bit off more than you can chew here.
Well,
that I can guarantee you.
What I did is when I said, get him a wrestler, I should have said, get him a beginner.
Well, yeah, you should have.
Yeah,
but that's not what's happening.
But you know, that would kind of hurt his pride.
Well,
if he gets,
and it is a pride thing.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm going to put it to you like this: if he wins, well, he'll be so happy. If he loses, he'll still be happy. I guarantee you, because he went in the ring. He got in the ring with a wrestler. That's what he's always wanted to do.
Well, you know what? It's all about respect.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's what this business is all about. It's all about respect. And I'm going to tell you this. I have got to give you. I mean, you know what? I just have to give you some props for even doing this. But you're going up against Wade Garrett, the master of the heart punch, one of the most devastating moves. And if he hits you with that, I'm sorry, but you're going down. I mean, you know what? That's all there is to it. Now, the other thing is, and first, well, you know what? I mean, let's just get this out of the way. You know what? You can like introduce him if you want to. You know what? All right, everybody. This is who?
Yeah, this is Crash. That's the only name I know him by is Crash. And the reason they call him Crash is because he crashes everybody down the ground. I'll guarantee you that. And well, he's going to show. And you know, I hope there's some boxing people. You know, he also did. What do you call that stuff? You get in the ring,
MMA,
in the cage, and you
MMA.
MMA.
Yeah,
he did that too.
Yeah, he did that too. And but I keep trying to tell him. I tell him I'm a wrestler. I'm for the wrestlers. You know. I said, but I like you. I don't want you to disappoint me. I want you to go in there and do the best you can. And I try to tell him, if you get beat, you get beat. And now I can say, if you get beat by the best.
Well, yeah.
See, I don't have to say, hey, you got beat by somebody that don't mean nothing.
No. He's going up against
see,
the best.
You're dang on right. That's that's great. And I mean,
that's a true test right there now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
What do you think about it, Crash?
Yeah.
I mean, can you think you can handle it?
I mean, let these people know. I would say,
you
know, with your background and all that.
I'm ready for the challenge. I want to put my skills to the test.
Okay. Well, you know what? You've been boxing about how long?
For a few years now.
Okay. A couple few
years.
years.
I went to MMA. From MMA, went off into trying to see what else I could.
So basically.
And of course, I got him into bodybuilding as usual.
Right.
Weightlifting, that's my thing. You know, I got him into that.
But yet you want to be a wrestler.
Yeah, he does.
So what makes you think, you know, that you can hang out there with these guys?
I got the heart. I got the will.
Got the heart. You know, that is the perfect answer. Because I always told guys when I would train them, you know, I can give you the skill, but I can't give you the heart.
And I want to say one thing.
That's an answer.
You have the heart. Then make sure you block it, because you're going against the guy that has the heart punch.
Ask Iron Claw what happens when he got the heart punch. You know what? His legs went to jello.
Yeah.
Okay? Then, you know what? He got hit 3 times with a heart punch.
Wow.
And he had a bruise. I mean, it was unbelievable right there. Then, actually, Joe Gibson. Eddie goes out, you know, and Eddie gets Joe Gibson to come in. You know what? I'm going to tell you this. Wade Garrett cracked his sternum.
Oh, my gosh.
Vicious. One of the most, you know, I don't even think, you know what you're getting into. I don't think that you truly understand what you're getting into.
I'll tell you what you're doing right now. You're getting him all excited. He's ready, and that's what I like.
You know what? I would hope that he gets excited, because, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. You know what? The money's on Wade, and the boy's going to be carried out.
Yeah. Well.
I mean, that's your boy now, Don. You know what? You need to talk.
Well, I'm going to put it to you like this.
You need to talk some sense into him.
Well, I'll put it to you like this. If he gets beat, like you say he's going to.
Oh, I know he's going to get beat. I mean, you know. I mean, that's just part of it.
Okay, so the guy beats the wrestler. Now, if I train him to wrestle, maybe things would be a little different. If I bring him back in the ring, if he knows how to wrestle the way I teach him. You know what I'm talking about?
Now, I have got to say this. If he comes back as a wrestler and yet you're teaching him, if I know you, there's a lot, you know, there's a lot of dirty stuff that guy's going to know when he comes back.
That's exactly right.
You know what? There's not many guys that can say, you know what, I was trained by Don Fargo.
That's true.
I want him to go out there and give him a clean, good thing, you know. But if he gets beat the way they say that you say you think he's going to get beat,
No, I don't think.
if he ever comes back
No.
again as a wrestler, it'll only take me 1 month to train him. I'll guarantee you.
Just a month?
Yeah, I can show him every dirty trick in the book, every way to cheat, and how to do it behind the referee's back.
Oh,
I
here
know
we
every
go.
trick there is, man.
Well, yeah, I can't argue with you there. I mean, you know what? Well,
if you
fans,
don't
when it
believe
comes
that-
to dirty players,
If you don't believe that, ask Bob Kelly.
you know, this is the dirtiest man in the game right here. You know, you've done more things in the ring.
Yeah, I have.
And I think, you know what, you were the first man to ever sell out.
Madison Square Garden.
Right. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
you know
It
what?
don't sound like much, but it was 22,000 people.
It is a lot.
$62,000
It is a lot.
in 1956.
1956.
Yeah. Yeah, with me and my brother.
That's, you know what, that's amazing. That's
Yep.
amazing. You know, you've got so much history. And, you know, I'm honored that you're here with us.
Well, I appreciate
You know,
it. And I'll tell
I
you,
am honored that you're here. But Don, I've got to say this to you. I hate that. I mean, you know, I hate that you're on the wrong side.
Yeah.
You know what? You're going to come there, and you know what? You're on. You know what? Eddie called you up. You know, and Eddie brought you in because Eddie can't handle basically what's going on. You know what? It is actually blown up.
I blow their minds. That's what I've always
Well,
did.
yeah,
See, I mean, I still might have tricks up the sleeve you don't even know about.
Oh no! See, you know, I don't think it'll get that far. You know.
Well,
I mean, you know what? If it does.
yeah.
Don, I mean, I'm gonna just tell you this. You know, what you're there strictly like as a legend. You know, I would hate to put weight on you. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to do that. You know, just just come there. You know, when they just back him. I think it'll be a great match. I don't think it's been done actually since the '80s, has it?
The first time it was done was I think when I done it. That was back.
Really?
That back in the 50s.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, fans, next Saturday night, which is going to be June the 9th, boxer versus wrestler, hasn't been done on the coast ever. And as far as I know, it hadn't been done in 30, almost 40 years, if not further than that.
Can I say one thing?
Yes, you
before
can.
go?
Go right ahead.
Can I plug my book?
You go right ahead. Plug your book.
I got a book coming out probably around the end of September, beginning of October. It's called The Hard Way, The Life and Legend of Don Fargo. And I hope people buy it and enjoy it.
And that just sums up your life, isn't it?
It sums
The
up
hard
my
way.
whole life the hard way. It tells you everything that I've been through and the beatings I've taken and the beatings that I loved.
Absolutely. Well, fans, we're going to come back right here with these two guys, and I'm going to just let them talk some more. And fans, June the 9th, coming up in just a short, 5 days away, coming up right around the corner, boxer versus wrestler. Never been done before. We're going to do it. We're going to bring it to you. We'll be right back.
We here in Loxley, Alabama at Little G's Cajun Market. Come on, sugar, let's get us some of this Cajun food. Woo! What we got here? What we got? Oh, hamburgers. I want the hamburgers. Oh, chicken. That's chicken. That chicken. Oh, we got frog legs. Woo! Man, frog legs are rich. Get the ribs. That looks like a steak to me. Oh, they got potatoes. They got taters here. They got taters here. Oh, look at that bread. My wife would love some of that bread. This must be Louisiana, New Orleans style. Two of them are as tall as me. Let's go on over here to the counter. There you have it, folks. Right here at Little G's Cajun Shop in Loxley, Alabama. They have the longest bread in Baldwin County.
June 9th, fans, coming up right around the corner, Bobby Dahl. You know what? Just because I'm going to just say this. Two legends are here. I'm a legend on the Gulf Coast. You're a legend worldwide. Two of probably the greatest, actually me and you, okay?
Wait a minute, don't put yourself in my category.
Oh, I'm you know what? I'm just right around the corner.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, you know what I mean, look, you know what I can honestly see in the next few years. You know, with Bobby Dahl being inducted in that big Hall of Fame down there. I mean, come on, Don.
Well, maybe one day I will
Yes,
have
see.
to see about that.
See, there we go.
I've been in 3 of them so far.
3 of them. Well,
And I'm supposed to go to Tennessee.
that's right. That's right. I heard
coming
about that.
September and being another one. Yeah, Tennessee. Yeah.
Well, fans, come down and actually see Fargo. Come down. You know what? Talk to him and just shake his hand. You know, and you know what? You might even just sign an autograph or two.
Well, I'll be selling pictures down
There you go. You know, look, I'm gonna tell you what. We spare no expense. We actually always bring you the best here. We give you exactly what you want, and that's old school wrestling with a new school flair.
That's the best way to go.
Absolutely. And coming up in just 5 days, boxer versus wrestler hasn't ever been done, and yet this is the boxer. Fans, take a look at him right here. Take a look at him, because it's probably the last time you'll ever see him right here. Take a good look at him, and just remember this face. You know, I honestly hate to say it. You know what? He's a good-looking kid, but I'm afraid Wade Garrett's going to just mess him up, man.
What are you going to say about that, guys? Answer
Well,
yourself
Tell him
back.
what you want to say.
I'm gonna just tell you this much. I'm gonna give the man a run for his money.
All right.
And I respect the man as a wrestler, because you know my whole life, since I known Fargo, I wanted to wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
Now Fargo's giving me opportunity to step in there with a true wrestler. Sound like he's a bad man jamming, but
He is. He
he
is.
goes for that
Well,
heart pump.
I want to say one thing, and that is the reason I'm doing this too is because I want to show him don't be so cocky as a boxer. Because a wrestler can beat you out there, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, but you got that attitude, and I love it. And even if you get the living crap beat out of you, I'm still gonna help you, brother.
Thank you very much.
Well, you know what? That's a major endorsement right there. You know what? The man's got Fargo in his corner. Now, just so you know what? I'm going to be in Wade's corner.
Oh, you
Okay?
are?
So, oh yeah. So, you know.
I gotta start looking for some stuff going on there. Yeah.
Listen. I'm going to tell you this. You've got my word as a gentleman. Okay. You have got my word that, you know, I'm out there strictly, you know, just to keep it legal because I know you. Okay, and I'm going to just check those gloves and make sure that everything that is really supposed to be in those gloves are actually, you know, in them gloves.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
because I know you. You know,
can-
the absolute dirtiest man in the game, right here. You know, when you invented all that dirty stuff.
I know I did a lot of it. Yeah, a lot of it. And you know how I did that? You know,
How did you do it?
well, I'm the only wrestler in the business that ever had 18 different names and 18 different gimmicks, which we caused them. And every name and gimmick I had, I knew how to use different gimmicks to get away with it. And that's just from practice, and I got away with it all the time.
Man. Well, I'm going to tell you this. You're not going to get away with it next week. I can promise you that. Loxley, Alabama, at the Loxley Civic Center, wrestler versus boxer. It's a very historic event. Has never been done. Brought to you by the one and only Bobby Dahl. Listen, if it's on the coast, it's me. I'm the one doing it. It's all about me.
I want to say one more thing.
Go ahead.
Like my brother said when we went to Madison Square Garden against Argentino Rocco Manuel Perez, my brother gets on TV and he says, if we don't beat him, we'll burn our tights in the middle of the ring. I never seen so many matchbooks fly in the ring that night because we got the heck beat out of us. So
Well, it happens.
I'm not going to say Crash is going to burn his tights in the middle of the ring if he loses.
Well, I would hope that you would dress like a boxer.
Oh, he will.
Okay.
He's 100% boxer.
Because all of our fans, you know, will want to see boxer versus wrestler. And, you know what I'm going to tell you, what, backstage, all right, I've actually got EMTs back there for you, okay? I'm going to, I'm going to have an ambulance there for you. And I just want you to know, the heart punch is nothing to mess with. It is vicious. You know, Don knows that from like way back.
Well, yeah, there was a man back in my day that had the heart punch and nobody wanted to mess with.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know, and you know what, let's see, what's it? You know, that punch has actually been outlawed in almost every single wrestling company.
Yeah.
I mean, up and down this whole coast.
Yeah, definitely. And so is the claw if you want to come to Teddy.
Yeah, well, you know what Eddie brought that out the other day. I didn't know that, that was a big surprise to like all of us. And
Well, a lot of the neck breaker, too. I mean, the pile driver.
yeah, the pile driver, you know, that was my move.
Well, I got my neck broke with the pile driver.
Did you really?
Yeah, I sure did.
Well, I didn't do it.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
But I was lucky. I
Well,
didn't get crippled.
Well, you know, but I want to just ask you this, okay? Why did you answer Chief Ironclaw's call? I mean, you know what? You could have come to me. You know, I mean, you know, man, why Chief? Why are you going in there with Chief? You know Chief got hurt. You know Chief's out for the next couple of months. Why are you coming in there with him when you could have basically rode in there with me?
Well, because, let's put it this way. If he rode with your side, he'd get booed. And I don't like that.
Oh, you know.
And another thing is,
the fans are overrated.
Another thing is, Eddie got hit with the hard punch, and how do you know what Eddie ain't telling him what to watch for?
Because
Eddie
has no clue what to watch for. Eddie got hit with it 3 times.
If I came to you with it, you wouldn't tell me nothing. You'd lie to me.
Wouldn't lie to you. You know what? You wouldn't get hit with it if you came with me.
You're going to be in the man's corner, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you tell me you're going to be truthful.
Well, you would be on my side. You wouldn't even have to.
You're talking about searching his gloves and everything.
That's right.
Well, I think you ought to be searched. Period.
Me? Why?
Well, because he'd probably give that guy something to put in his hand.
Please. Look, you know what? I am not even worried. To me, you know what? Okay, look. You know what? This kid looks impressive. You know what? His background's impressive. You know, and I'm not going to take nothing away from you, but you're not a wrestler. All right. You know what? This is the toughest business today. I don't care what anybody says. These guys are top physical. You know what? Boxers will box once every 9 to 10 months, but a wrestler wrestles 7 nights a week. All right, you know what? You have got to be at the top of your game. This isn't backyard wrestling.
Now you got my adrenaline running now, because now I'm going to start to think of things even better. Because I'll guarantee you.
I'm going to tell you what. Your man is just going to get the pure mud stomped out of him, I'll put some money on it.
I'll put it to you like this: there's going to be a lot of mayhem down there. I'll guarantee you that, because there's going to be a lot of it. This guy's just going to go when I tell him to go, and I know that guy's going to go.
Oh yeah, that guy's going to be a bull.
Sure, it is. It's going to, and he knows that, and I know it. That's what's one thing on our side. We're not going in there cocky.
Well, guess what?
We're going in there to win.
Well, I'm cocky. I'm cocky as all get. I'm confident too, because I know that, you know what, Wade's got this guy handled. And Don, I'm going to tell you this: I've got so much respect for you, man. You're a legend. But just imagine what would happen if I took down a legend in the middle of the ring. You know what, that actually might get me put in the Hall of Fame this year.
Take down a legend like me?
That you know what?
It wouldn't do you nothing. They wouldn't put you in the Hall of Fame. All you'd be doing taking down an old man.
No. But you know what? But you know what? That's not going to happen, because I've got too much respect for you, Don.
He wouldn't let it happen.
Well, but if he's laying on the mat with with all this saliva, you know, and all this stuff coming out because of the heart punch, you know, hey, I mean.
There's only one way to settle this, all we'll find out. That's
June the 9th.
But I'm going to tell you something down deep in my heart. I love this kid like a son. And he's good, he's damn good, but I'm a wrestler. And down deep inside, just not to make him feel bad, I don't want him to see a beat a wrestler, but I know he can.
You know, fans, you know what I'm hearing right here? If this kid basically gets the upper hand on a wrestler, I'm actually hearing Don over here saying that he might just do something in order to help the wrestler win. You know what? You might not know Don like you think you know him. Don had just said a couple of times, I'm a wrestler.
Yeah. It's in my heart, but he's the boy that I'm with, so I want to see him win.
Well,
whether to prove a point or what, I want to see him win. And you boxing fans and all you street fighters or wherever you are, want to see a good scrap, come on down
well,
and see it.
You know what? Please bring you a towel, Don, because I know boxers like to throw in the towel a lot. You know what? That's going to happen a bunch, but basically, you know what? That doesn't happen in wrestling. So I don't care like how many times that you throw in that towel. I can't stop the match until he gets pinned. So I just want you to know that.
Well, you're there to stop the match.
Well, no. I'm on the outside. I'm going to have two referees there.
We do have two referees.
Absolutely.
One on the floor and one in the ring?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to have one standing right by you the whole time.
Oh, where's yours at?
Well, I don't need one. I don't need one. You don't have to worry about me.
What's that tell you, fans?
That tells you.
That's got the boat a little
Well, fans, one more time, and then I'll just wrap this up. June the 9th, Loxley, Alabama. Guys, it is going to be an honor, we'll just have y'all there. I hope that your first time is not as devastating as I'm really thinking that it's going to be. But I honestly am just happy that y'all are coming. I am thrilled. Legendary Don Fargo, you have one of the best trainers.
Crash.
You know what? You know what, Crash? You are. You don't know how lucky you are. Okay. I can. You know what? I can say this. You know what? You're gonna just have a very short-lived career. But other than that, you know, take all the pictures that you want, because after a Saturday, it's over.
I'll just tell you, Saturday, June 9th, it's going to be a fight. I'm going to come out to be prepared to fight the best I can. I'm going to bring my A game.
There you
and
go.
I'm going to give the fans what they want. And
They
they want to fight, we're going to have them.
There you go, fans. Boxer versus wrestler. Never been done on the coast. Hasn't been done in 40 years. Planet Wrestling's bringing it to you. Loxley, Alabama. Bell time 7 o'clock. Bring everybody. Take Granny off the couch and bring her down. It is going to be a barn burner, I can tell you. Don, it is an absolute pleasure to have you here. All right, Crash.
Just thank you.
Thanks for coming. We'll be right back.